Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Beauty Soul Tarot. I hope you're doing well. So, this is going to be for the end of January 2026. And if you're interested in a private reading, all of that information is in the description box below. This actually could apply to you depending on where your Virgo is located. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what's going on with Virgo. Okay, we have the Queen of Inspiration in reverse. You might be feeling challenged with with your creativity. You might be feeling challenged with a person for some reason. Okay, the Queen of Cups flipped over. So there's someone here, I'm not sure if it's you or another person, but there's someone here who's very emotionally, I feel like this person is a lot, can sort of feel like a lot emotionally. Let's see here. Yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So there is someone here who is working on something long term and who's working themselves like to the core or like really, really working hard. There's something to do with your emotions that have to do like something to do with your emotional state, your place emotionally regarding this work situation. I feel like you're working yourself a lot. And there's something here that's because the Three of Pentacles wants to show itself. So I feel like there's something to do with a group of people or like what you're working on. You seem to be very much forwardly focused. I feel like this is very practical. So there's something about what you're doing that's very sensitive. There's someone who feels like you are really, really in something. Like you are really working hard, or there's something about your skill set that is really very helpful to a group of people. Yeah, like, okay, so for whatever reason, I feel like you're showing up here as being very sincere towards people. You're very involved, overly involved even, or like there's a place that you hold that is very secure. It's very, things are moving in a progressive way, and the progress that you're making is very important to your experience. Like you're doing very well. It feels like you're very important. Like it feels like you have a style or a sense of something about you that is highlighted. That is like with these flowers. I feel like you have a trail of basically like good rapport in some regards, in some regard. And so I feel like that's why this is so, what's the word? I feel like this is why this is so powerful or so important or so, like you have a place. This is a place. And with that said, there's someone who's understanding somehow your emotional or your intuitive connection to what you're doing. Let's see. Virgo. The Ten of Voices in reverse. The Six of Cups. I feel like for some reason you're kind of like not tired of hearing, but like you've been through the, metaphorically speaking, it's like you've been through the experience or you've been through the journey of some kind. And so you do have a place. You're very well known, very established. Um, there's something about your place that is very influential and supportive. Like there's a very sensitively, not sensitive, it's like a very supportive place that you hold among several, like I just heard listeners. Um, I feel like you're tired and I feel like you're doing well, like if that makes any sense. Like you are, and this is in reverse, I believe. So I feel like you've been kind of, yeah, doing the same thing for a long time, or you've just been, you have a good name. You're very like, there's a, there is a, like certain way that you do things that are important. And, but you've done it so much so it's like you're making a statement. You have a very like special connection with someone, Virgo. Ace of Voices. Yeah, there's something special here. Okay, we have the Ace of Voices again, the Tower in reverse. Yeah, there's something about the way you do things. We have the Muse of Inspiration that seems to be like a path is unfolding for you. This has to do with something higher, like a higher standard or a higher call that's being played, that's call, it's like it's calling your name. So there's some sort of higher standard about the way you work that is very distinct. um I feel like you've been waiting for a long time for your work to pay off, and it seems to be in this process where there's a lot of moving parts, working parts in the background, but I feel like this being you is like, I've established this, I've earned this, this is me, this is my this is my experience, this is what I'm doing. And yeah, it's like you've been doing a good job. This could also be someone you're around. If this is someone you're around, this is someone who is important to you, who calls something out that you've been working on in a different like in a different way. Kind of like you're curious about something here, Virgo. Yeah, like several different, I heard personalities. Virgo, the world. This is a cycle. This is collective among several different people. There's something that intrigues you or that is intriguing. Um, that you're learning about. I keep shaking my leg. um, yeah, there's something very distinct or very important that you're learning. World renowned is something that came up. But you are very curious. I feel like you're curious. The Seven of Cups is here. And there's something that like catches your attention. it's like a special quality that you have that makes you like you in a sort of way. Like there's something like that going on that's very sincere, and there's like a deep, not a deep, I would say it is a deep connection. It's a loving connection. And the lights are shining on it. Like the lights are shining on like these sensitive, not sensitive, but more like loving places. Like there's loving places that are being shown on your experience and through your experience that is making an impact to someone's mentality as well. I just noticed with the, what is that? Looks like a flower or a plant of some kind on at the top of her head. It's like you're making an impact to someone. I feel like you're going through the motions. Like, yes, I've kind of done this before. I understand how this works. You know, you're pretty tired. You're just like, okay. Yeah, so this is interesting, Virgo. The Devil in reverse and the Four of Wands. I feel like in some way you're trying to get someone or people out of a pattern. It's not a pattern, it's more like you're trying to teach in some way. It's not that you're trying to, it's that you are teaching in some way. Something that shakes things up a little bit, but it is secure, or it's something that's very, I just heard taboo. So it shakes the seat of someone a little bit. Okay, no, it doesn't shake the seat. Well, it doesn't shake the seat. Yeah, there's something that's important about what you're doing here that's very special. Okay. um, Ten of Emotions, the Hierophant. Wow, this is like very special. And I just heard, okay, the Empress and the Chariot. So this is a progressive, awoken situation that's progressing forward. Especially with the Empress and the Chariot, this is like a staple, making a statement, or somehow holding a place that affects, like making you feel better, making others feel better, making someone feel better. It's like an overall emotional state of happiness. And yeah, it's very beautiful, very positive. It's shining a light on several different layers and several different people. I think there's people down here. Yeah, that makes something special and beautiful, and in like a very roundabout way, you are blossoming forward, or there's something blossoming forward is what I want to say. There's something blossoming that has to do with your path forward, your direction forward. And it has to do with like your own unique qualities, and your distinct way of being a part of the system. Like you're a challenger, or you are like a I think of someone who enters into like a competition of some kind, and they are like a runner up, or they're like they're pushing they're pushing their place in a sort of way, like this is who I am, but you're not pushing anything. It's just the way that it is. So you've made a big impact on certain people, and it's definitely important and noticeable, that you've made an impact, and it's very special. It's very special. Virgo, what is the outcome? End of January 2026. Okay, we have the Death card. Yeah, wow, major transformation. I feel like there's something that you're doing. You're like, yeah, that's me. Ace of Materials, yeah. Five of Voices. There's something about your situation that is making an impact, and it's your place. So with the Death card being here, there's something changing about it, and that's why this is like you moving forward to the next level, like in some aspect. It's clear that there's like another level for you of progression. And I notice again, like this, I noticed this in another reading, how her eye shadow makeup gets a little bit darker. There's a little bit more confidence coming in. And the path forward is very long standing and beautiful. Like there's a beautiful like place for you is basically what I want to say. It's like, here's a seat for Virgo. So with that being said, thank you so much, Virgo, for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope to see you soon.